How do you get your pets to pay your bills in 2025 and beyond? Okay, let me just explain what you could be doing if you have pets, because it's going to make a whole lot more sense, and hopefully you're just going to be like, what the heck? Yeah, my pets are going to pay my bills in 2025. So, this is called UGC. You don't have to be an influencer, you don't even have to. It could help, obviously, but you don't have to have your pets become a pet influencer. You know those accounts like that we all follow of these cute dogs or whatever animals, and they have like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers. Okay, they're landing brand deals in a different way, like as an influencer. You don't have to have that though, because with UGC, which stands for user generated content, you're just creating the content for the brands so they can take it and use for their own purposes. So like, when you're on Instagram or Facebook and you're scrolling and you see these random ads for different like pet products, for example, for this video, we're just talking about pets. You could do this for anything. I replaced my 6-figure income in 2023 with UGC deals, and I didn't just focus on pets. I've made content for all sorts of companies. But basically, when you're scrolling on Instagram or Facebook, you see those random ads, for something like dog food or like the farmer's dog or something like that. I think that's the brand. And it's these people that are talking about it. Sometimes they're influencers, but a lot of the times, most of the time, those are UGC creators that probably don't have a huge following on social media, maybe like 1,000 or like a few hundred people that follow them on social media. The brand still paid them a good chunk of money to create those videos, send it to them, to the brand, so the brand can take it, download it, and use it to run as ads on social media or post on their own social media accounts, right? So that's why you don't need followers, because the brand isn't relying on your followers or your engagement rate to get them sales. They just need an alarming, like literally mind-blowing amount of content. Every brand does in 2025 to stay relevant on social media. They need between like 50 to up to 500 pieces of organic content across social media to post. And then also, if they're running ads on social media, which most brands are, obviously it's 2025, they're needing a crazy amount of content to run and test as ads. You also get the products for free, right? Like, you should never work with brands that are like making you pay for the products and then like doing this weird, like, I never ever pay for products that are being sent to me if I'm going to work with a brand as a UGC creator. So anyways, I'm going to explain this a little bit more, but if you want a free resource, I have a free UGC checklist. There's been over 60,000 people that have downloaded it. Not most of them, but a lot of people recently that have pets and they want to start doing UGC. So it goes through the list on how to get started with this, as well as like, say that you're like thinking of a brand right now, like the dog food brand that you've been paying like thousands of dollars to, right? For your dogs. If you want to email them to get the conversation going and get started with this, to land a UGC deal, I have a 15-minute video lesson inside my free UGC checklist. This is going to explain exactly what to say in the email. So that's super helpful. You have to know, if you're going to start communicating with the brands and start landing UGC deals, you have to know how to communicate with them. So that's why I put that inside that free checklist. It is yours if you want it. Pause this video, save it in the right-hand corner. But first, actually, no. I forgot to say this. If you have a pet, please type what kind of pet you have in the comments. I really want to know. It's so fun seeing what kind of pets people have. Some people have the craziest pets. Or like just tell me as much detail as possible. Like, I have 2 gorgeous bicolor ragdoll cats. And one of them is so cuddly and so sweet. The other one is also like my favorite pet ever. But he's super, he's got a big attitude and he's like attached to me. So anyways, type your pets in the comments. I want to know what kind of pets you have. And then go to my profile after saving this video so you don't lose it, because that happens to me all the time. Go to my profile, click the Sandstore link. It'll be the second option you see in there. So I'll just show you if I remember sometimes, because I have to do this after I hit like stop recording. I'll show you a video I did for a cat furniture company. It was cute. It didn't take me that long. I just like filmed myself like putting together the cat furniture, and the brand loved it. I also did some pictures of my cats with the furniture they sent me. They sent me like $500 worth of furniture. So you should be getting free products plus getting paid to create content for companies. Every now and then you'll reach out to a brand and they'll be like, oh, here's our, affiliate program. And you could be like, no, I want to do UGC. I don't want to just be an affiliate. And they could say yes, they could say no. Other brands will just want to send you the product for free in exchange for content. It's up to you. Obviously, it's your life. Do what you got to do. For me, when I started UGC back in 2022, I needed to get paid. So I had no time or energy I could devote to making free content for brands because I wanted to make an extra $1,000 a month with UGC. So I did that. I quickly hit that goal. I landed my first UGC deal in like 10 days after starting. I had about 200 or 250 followers on social media. Like, I was not an influencer. The brands didn't care because they knew I was a UGC creator. So I landed my first UGC deal within 10 days after starting. Back in 2022, the brand paid me like $750 for 5 super short videos talking about the app. It was a pet brand. It was called the Captions app. They're pretty big now, but they paid me a good chunk of money, and I was like, what the heck? And so I just kept repeating that process while working a 9-to-5 job, a stressful 9-to-5 job, while also raising a toddler, and it changed my life. It literally changed my life. It took me 14 months from like start to finish to be able to replace my 6-figure income here in the Seattle area. But I'd do it a billion times over again. It wasn't like super easy. I had to get up early, I had to go to sleep late, I had to work weekends sometimes, but it became easier and easier over time until I quit my job, and then it's like I have full freedom of whatever I want to do. Now I teach people how to do UGC because it's changing people's lives, and UGC changed my life. So anyways, that's my story. But you could just like want to get free products, want to like not pay your like $100 a month on dog food. Or you could be like, oh, I just want to make like $500 extra a month to pay my car payment. Or maybe you do want to do UGC full time and you want to only focus on the pet niche. You can do that. Obviously, you might have more options if you want to expand into other areas. Like, I've made content, I've been hired by companies, app companies, service-based companies, financial institutions, local companies need UGC, fashion, like clothing companies, and oh my gosh, beverage, food companies, supplement companies. I did footwear companies. That's like one of my best clients. So yeah, there's like unlimited options of who is hiring UGC creators and who you could be doing this with. But again, if you want to put your pets to work and have them pay some bills in 2025 and beyond, by all means, put them to work and start making some UGC. So anyways, I'm not going to ramble on and on about this. I have so many videos that I do that, and I've already rambled for 8 minutes. So I'm going to show you the video that I did for that cat furniture company, if I remember, and then, get started. Also, beware of fake accounts. I don't think anyone will get fake messages, maybe, but if you do, they're not from me. This is my only account, at Megan_UGC. So beware of that. Grab my free UGC checklist. Comment what kind of pets you have, or pet, if you only have one pet, in the comments, because I really want to know.